me, what food do you like to cook?
I wanna cook some food for my parents. Right now, I wanna learn some skills, and I wanna become a chef.
Wow,
I
that is
wanna be my
pretty.
mother. My mother is just like chef, professional chef.
That is pretty awesome. Okay, that is pretty awesome. I really want to learn how to cook. Okay, I can't cook. I really don't know how to cook. Okay, but I think I can learn how to cook. Maybe from the YouTube. Okay, from YouTube, I will learn how to cook. Or maybe you can help. Okay, are you gonna teach me how to cook? Can you teach teacher how to cook?
Hmm. Children need to do chores. First, children
Okay.
can learn important skills such as cleaning and cooking. They can
Yeah,
also learn about teamwork and helping others. All these skills can help a child to become a hardworking person. People who work hard usually have a better life. Second, parents will have more free time. Sorry, if the children help them with the housework, then the parents will have less stress. As a result, they may want to do fun activities with the children.
that is awesome. So now let's go to the opposing opinion. Opposing opinion.
Korean children should not do housework first. Students should use their free time to play outside with friends. Korean children spend too much time indoors. If they do the chores at home, they use dangerous chemicals. It is more important for the children to get fresh air. Second, children usually don't do the chores correctly. Most children hate doing housework, so they try to finish as quickly as possible. As a result, parents still need to do all the chores at home.
That is pretty awesome. Okay, the Korean children don't like to do the house chores. Okay, they don't like doing the house chores, which makes it more kind of stress free. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. Now the next one is cycle the main idea in each opinion. You need to cycle the main idea in each opinion. Underline the supporting ideas in each opinion. Can you think of some examples to support the ideas in each opinion? Okay, number one, we need to discuss this opinion. Number one,
I think chores is dangerous. Well, you know, in my I I actually did it. I actually did one time. Yeah, chores is dangerous. In my experience, when you're cooking, you have to holding your knife to cut something
when
like that, like
you cook, you
because
can say when you cook, okay? Cooking is it's something you are doing, okay? The ing is used for an action which you are doing, okay? I am working, I am teaching, I am cooking. It means you are cooking, okay? So I want you to learn how to use the word very well, okay?
uh
So let's go.
right.
The next one,
Yeah, definitely.
the next one.
Yes, yes. Do you think it is important to know how to cook? Yes, it's
Do you
very
think
important.
it's important to know how to cook?
Yes,
Do you think it's important? Why do you
yes,
think it's
it is.
important for children to know how to cook?
Like if your parents isn't home like that, and you don't know how to cook, you'll be hungry. You're hungry as hell, but you can't eat anything because you know you can cook. And That means, like meat or something uncook, and when you eat something like cook, you become sick or something, a disease. So you know how to cook, you can serve yourself.
Okay, that is pretty awesome. I think all children should learn how to cook. Okay, because it's going to save the children from for them to be able to cook their food all by themselves, make their dinner, their lunch all by themselves. If the mom is busy, okay, if the mom is busy, they can make the food all by themselves.
Okay.
You understand?
uh
The next one,
I believe that yes, chores help children to be healthier. The reason why I say that because when you do something like clean your house or clean the dishes or something, you have to use your arms, you have to use your legs, right? You know, consume the
that is,
energy.
that is
Or
awesome. So, now, I want you to tell me, I want you to make me to understand the things, the kind of, if can chores help children to be healthier? Can it make the children to be healthier?
yeah,
Can chores make children to be healthier?
yes,
Why did you say so?
like when you do the laundry, I guess, clean the dishes, clean your house. All right, you have to use your arms, you have to use your legs, yeah, your body. Okay, your body to do chores, and it
That
helps.
is awesome. That is the truth, okay? That is the truth.
Alright.
The next one,
Hmm. I I don't. I believe that it is not important than studies in school subjects. The reason why I say that, I know that chores helps you to become more healthier. It helps you to improve your health. But you know, studying school subjects help you become smarter. It helps you to learn more knowledge about the future, about your country, culture, something like that. But some science and
pardon?
learn and like maths. Have you calculate English helps you to communicate like me and you right now. I communicate with English.
Yeah, the English makes you to communicate very well. That is the reason why most people that is the reason why English is the subject you need to learn in schools.
Alright,
You understand?
I understand.
So the subject I think is so important to learn at school is English.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright. You want me to answer the next question or something?
Yeah, the next question. The next question.
Uh, in my opinion, children should do chores. Uh, hmm, always. Children
Why?
should do Like, if you're like some nurse or something, like you learn too much or something, you just want to sit in your chair and learning and chilling. Yeah. So I want, so you want to do some chores to improve your health again. Like, just like me, I'm a nerd. I am too busy with my homework. I use my free time to learn to do my homework because my homework is too much. I think so. I do chores to improve my health.
Okay. So you think doing chores is more important than studying school subjects? I don't think so. I think studying school subject is more important.
All right.
Yeah, you
Uh, Give me a reason.
because when you study your school subjects, you're gonna have a good grade, and when you have a good grade, your mom and your dad will be happy. They will be so great. They'll be so glad. Sorry. They'll be so glad you had a good grade. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do your house chores, okay? I'm not saying that. All I'm trying to say in the nutshell is you should try your best to do
All right.
your study house chores very well.
Hmm. Okay.
The next one.
I already answered the fifth question, but I think you mistake it.
The last question. How often should children do the chores each week? How often do you think the children should do the chores each week?
I think students should always do the chores each week. You hear
How,
me?
of- how often? I want you to just try to make me understand how often you think it's good for the children to do the house chores.
I
To,
recommend you do the
how often?
chores. I recommend you do it 5 days a week.
5 times a week.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
like, if you do your best, I recommend you 5 times. If you have so many free time, I want you to do it 7 or 8. Yeah. If you don't have much free time, I recommend you do it 5 times a week.
Okay. That is awesome. That is pretty awesome. Okay. That is pretty awesome. So now let's go to the next one now. The next one is choose one of the statements below and then debate in group. So I want you to choose one of these debates, one of these this debate. Then I want you to debate. I want you to this will be your homework. These will be your homework.
Or just number 2.
Two,
Yeah.
children should do chores every day. Okay. So you have to debate, you have to make a debate about these. Then you can send to me Kim, okay? Write about this. Then send to me also. You can submit your homework in the Padlet, okay? The Padlet.
Right. Okay.
So now let's go to the next one now. Students should have a part-time jobs. Oh no, this is bad. Almost every adult has a job, but most students do not have jobs. Maybe they need to have a part-time jobs. Think about
Mr.
the
Teacher.
job,
Sorry
jobs.
for disturbing you, but I have but can you wait me?
Okay. The first.
All right. All right. I'm here.
Okay, welcome back. So now think about a part-time job that you want to have. Then answer the following questions. So, can you tell me the part-time job you want to have?
Mm, hmm. Become a waiter.
Waiter.
Yep.
Why do you choose waiter?
Because you don't have, like whether you don't have to use your brain much, like you have to remember to remember the ingredients to make something, and you just bring something to the customers. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, well, I think being a waiter that isn't good for for students. Okay, but
Uh,
an adult student can become a waiter. Okay, an adult student can become a waiter. But when we are talking about the teenager students, they can't be a waiter. So now let's go think about the part-time job. Okay, now let's answer the question now. Job name. How many hours do you want to work each week? How many hours do you think you can work each week?
7.
7 hours. Adult
Yep.
sir, adult sir, I think I can work at least at most 15 hours each week. At least in a week, I should be able to work about 3 to 4 hours a week. A day, sorry, pardon, a day. 3 to 4 hours a day, and that would be better, and that's gonna make me to have a lot of money to be able to take care of my bills.
Okay.
Okay, now let's go to the next one now. Why do you want this job? Why do you want this job?
Because then I don't have to use my brain, but I just, with this job. Mm,
You're confused.
yes, I'm confused right now.
I think
But
you want this job for you to be able to take care of your bills. Maybe when you ask your mom or your dad for some support, and your mom said, "No, I got no money right now." You need to wait to the end of the month. Okay, then maybe you can just work for the part time, have some money, take care of your bills, get yourself some clothes or get yourself some food. Do you understand?
I, I'm kind of
So this,
hungry right now. Oh,
pardon,
no, nothing, nothing. The
okay.
reason why I want this job because you you don't have. I mean, like you don't have to use your brain. I mean, you just walk, bring the drink to the customer. Yeah, that's all. Like
I
service.
think you're lazy. You're so lazy. You don't want to use your brain.
But come on, you have to use your body, your arm.
I know, but you don't
Like,
want to use your body. That is the reason why you want to be a waiter. All you have to do is just to go to be the waiter, wait for the customer. Oh no, waiter, can you bring some food? Oh no, waiter, can you bring some drinks? You just want to use your body. You don't want to use your brain.
yeah, but
Oh, that's so bad. I think you should use your brain.
no, me. I choose this job because I'm a nerd. I don't know. I don't play sports.
No, all you need to do is try to use your brain. Sometimes, you know, you crack your brain, you rack your brain. Oh, sorry, you rack your brain. You rack your brain to try to solve some issue. You know, the best thing you can do is to rack your brain and try to solve issue with it. You know, being an IT, being an IT engineer, being a computer engineer, being a doctor, being a lawyer, you know.
Hmm.
Okay, now the last one. What skills do you want to learn? Oh no, this is a great question. What skills do you want to learn?
I wanna learn some speaking skills.
Oh, speaking skills. Why do you want to learn? Why do you choose to learn the speaking skills?
I'm kind of shy to talk with someone. I don't know why, but I'm kind of shy.
Because
I
you're
wanna
shy.
learn some. Yeah, I wanna
No,
learn some speaking skills.
I think you're not shy, okay? You aren't shy. All you have to say is you're lazy. You don't want to think.
What do you mean I'm lazy? No, I'm not.
I think you're lazy, okay?
I'm trying to. I'm trying not to laugh.
Okay, now let's talk about one more question.
Alright. Number one, I don't have. Number one, I don't have a part-time job. So skip. When should students start doing part-time jobs? I believe that students should start doing part-time jobs when they are in high school. High school, you know what I'm saying?
No,
'Cause mean, you don't know high school.
I know high school, okay? I'm just asking. I want you to explain in details.
I recommend students start doing part-time jobs when they are in high school. Cause like just like when you're in high school, you have to like what you say.
No, I don't
You have to
know.
spend something that you
You
may
don't have
not
a part.
know.
I think when I was in high school, I have a part-time job. Okay, I have my mates to do their homework. I type their homework. I do a lot of things for the student. Okay, in return, I'm being paid.
Okay, but
You understand?
like I understand, but you didn't do that. Afraid you
I need some
want,
money. Okay, I need
but
money, so I have
you
to do that.
man. I bet your friends like you know. I
You
bet
know some.
if he if he's
You know
alone right now,
some.
doing some. I get you. Just speak.
You know, some students are lazy. You know, they don't want to do their homework. They don't have the notes. They always look for someone to do the notes, to write, to do the homework. They always look for someone to write the note for them. So I choose to use my free time to do the work in return for them, for me to be paid. I'm gonna be paid the amount of time, the amount of hours or minute I use and doing the homework will be paid. That will be paid for. Okay.
Uh,
The next one. When should students start doing part-time job?
I already told you students should start doing part-time jobs with them in high school. What the
That is
hell? Why do I
awesome.
hear fireworks here? No? Why do I hear fireworks here?
Okay, okay. The last one. Should students be paid less than others?
Teacher, you wanna know something? I don't know why, but I hear some fireworks.
You say?
I don't know why, but when I'm, when in this, I don't know why, but I hear some fireworks in my neighbor. I don't know why.
Okay. So, question three. Should students be paid more or less than others?
Hmm. Absolutely no.
Why?
You know, students need money too, just like adults. They need money to do something like certain stuff, like buy some drinks, buy some foods for themselves, or like buy some ingredients so they can cook to serve themselves, or like they want money to buy some pens, to buy some books.
Okay. That is all. That is pretty awesome. Okay. That is pretty awesome. Okay. Now, I want you to read.
Korean students learn many subjects, but they don't have part-time jobs. In many countries, however, students start doing part-time work when they are 13. What, 13? Wow. Should Korean students get part-time jobs when they are teenagers? Some people say that Korean students should have part-time jobs. First, they can learn skills that they cannot learn in school. For example, they may learn how to open or close a store. They may learn to look after the money. They may learn how to treat customers well. Second, if students have part-time jobs, they can learn to take care of themselves. They learn to be on time at work. They learn to be responsible for their behavior. Other people say that Korean students shouldn't have part-time jobs. First, it is very difficult to study and work at the same time. If Korean students do both things, they may get lower grades. That will stop students. Can you?
Okay. I need to go now. Sorry. Okay.
Uh, if that will stop students from being successful in the future. Second, having part-time jobs is not good for students' health. Working and studying will make students are very tired. When they are tired, they may get sick easily.
Okay. That is pretty awesome. So now let's go to the next one now. Let's talk about comprehension check. Answer the questions using information from the written person. When do students start doing part-time work in many countries?
I mean, like, I don't know why, but I don't know why. How can students start doing part-time work
Let's
at a
information
young
on the jobs. In many countries, however, students start doing part-time work when they are 13. When they are 13, they start doing part-time jobs. That is the answer to question one. When do students start doing part-time work in many countries? When they are 13, the students start doing part-time jobs in other countries. Let's go to number two. Number two, what skills can students learn by doing part-time work? What skills can the student learn?
can you scroll up a little bit? Alright. I think students can learn some skills such as be responsible, treat their customers well, or like learn how to open or close a store, learn to look after the money, and they can learn to take care of themselves. They learn to be on time at work. Yeah. And finally, they learn to be responsible for their behavior. That's all.
That is pretty awesome. The next one,
I can you scroll down?
yes, I will. Okay, sorry, I need to. Okay, that awesome. How can students with part-time jobs learn to take care of themselves?
Hmm. I think. Hmm.
How can students with part-time jobs learn to take care of themselves?
Honestly, I don't know. So, teacher, you
Yes,
there?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm waiting for your answer.
But I can't answer it.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna go back.
Hmm. There's no answer here. It's showing me.
Okay, now let's go
Hmm.
back to the question now. You need to understand the question before you can answer. How can students with part-time jobs learn to take care of themselves? Now let's go. Then they learn how to treat customers well. Secondly, just set up a time job. They can learn to take care of themselves. They learn to be on time at work. They learn to be responsible for their behavior.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand now?
Okay.
Let's go to the next question now. The next question is, why is it problem if students get lower grades?
Hmm. This is a problem. If students get lower grade, malaria. Yeah, if they get lower grades, the that will stop students from being successful in the future. That's a teacher.
You say?
I mean, like, if they get lower grades, it will stop
Okay,
students from being successful in the future.
that is answer. Number five, why is it a problem for, if students are tired because of studying and working? Why is it a problem if students are tired because of studying and working?
Well, if the students are tired of studying or working, they may get sick easily.
That is pretty awesome. Let me get sick easily. That is pretty awesome. So now let's answer this question, then we'll call it a day. Behavior, customers, the time, responsible, and successful. So now number one,
Behavior.
number two,
Hmm. Responsible. Hmm. Responsible.
Number three.
Number three, part time.
Number four.
Successful.
Number five.
Mm, customers. By the way, I change the answer one to two and two to one.
Fantastic. Okay. That is what I want to say now after the last answer. Okay. After your last answer, I'm about to say you failed number one and number two. But I think you made a correct one. When you are responsible for a mistake, people blame you for it. When you are responsible, okay, for a mistake, your behavior means the things you do. The things you do means your behavior. You need to read a question. You need to understand the question before you answer. Okay?
By the way, I just realized that one and number
Yeah, I
two
understand that.
wrong, so I said change it.
That is awesome. That is pretty awesome. So now we have to call it a day now. So goodbye and see you again. Okay?
Or goodbye.
And I want you to make sure you do your homework. Okay?
Yeah, let's just hope that my computer